Hi all, this is day 4 turkey update. This is a bourbon red hatchling that was hatched with Ryeneck syndrome. Now, if you've researched Ryeneck, it is really more of a symptom than a disease within itself. In her case, it seems to be a niacin and selenium deficiency. But it is not incurable. My vet emphasized that. So she's doing. I heard that she would get better and get worse and get better. She was doing really, really well yesterday. She was actually walking around quite a bit. Then she started having some neck spasms again, and that set her back a tad. So I upped her selenium, which I made a mistake. Here's the vitamin program that you should be doing if you have a Ryeneck bird. Visol, 3 times a day, 1 drop for a regular sized chick. They say for ducks to give about twice that amount, but I would look that up. But for any chicks, turkey or chicken, 1 drop 3 times a day. That has the vitamin E and the niacin and all the other stuff except selenium. So you're going to need to supplement selenium. Vitamin E cannot be absorbed without selenium. I have been making a mistake and not adding selenium like I should. So I think that's why Echo, as we named him or her, had a bit of a backpedal. But you can give human selenium. Their body processes it really well. It's very hard to overdose. I take a human capsule of it and dump half the capsule in her water twice a day and make sure she drinks it all. Also, it's even though the vitamin E is in the Polyvisol, I figure the more the better because she doesn't 100% get the drops down her mouth. It tastes terrible. So I break open a vitamin E liquid capsule and I mix it in with her food once or twice a day. So she's double dosed on vitamin E. So to go over that again, Polyvisol without iron. Iron will make them sick. It has to be without iron. 3 times a day, 1 drop each time. Then selenium, you can use a capsule broken in half once or twice a day. I recommend twice. Vitamin E gel capsules, 1 capsule, half a capsule twice a day, or you could do it once, 1 time a day, but I recommend twice. And that's it as far as supplements. You have to hydrate them constantly. I've been giving, she can mostly drink by herself, but I double check and give her some with a dropper to make sure she's getting enough. But you can tell when they've had enough food by their crop. This part right here. I call it a food boob because I'm immature, but it needs to be about the size of maybe a pecan. It definitely needs to be firm and round when you're done feeding and giving your bird water. That's how their digestive system works. It goes there first and then into their stomach and digestive tract. So you could tell if they're well fed. If you've ever seen a chicken with a big bump on the right hand side, that's because they've had a lot to eat and they're well fed. So that's a good way to check. We've been learning as we go. We had not been getting her enough solids and too many liquids, so her feces were just pure liquid for the first couple of days. We've been thickening up her solution. By the way, we're giving her egg yolks and a mixture. The egg yolks are cut with water to make it kind of into a thin mush. So egg yolks mixed with water for one meal, and the other meal is meat bird crumbles, also mixed with water. It needs to be thin enough where you could put it in a dropper, but it still needs to have some texture and consistency. Their poops need to be about 50% solid, maybe, pasty. If they're pure liquid, you need to up their solid intake. If you're not seeing any droppings by the time they're this age, 3-4 days old, you need to be seeing 4 or 5 droppings a day at minimum. Then you need to up their liquid and everything. So, all right, that's it. I know a couple of people are watching this that are dealing with wryneck, so I'm just giving you my experience. The bird is still alive, and she's happy. She's just having her issues still. I woke her up to take this video, but cheep, cheep. Cheep, 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 cheep. Hi there. Hi there. Toot, 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 toot. You want to go back on your heating pad, don't you? Oh, by the way, as far as sleeping arrangements, we are keeping her in a Tupperware container. That's a heating pad on the bottom. We have it set to turn itself off every 2 hours so we don't have a fire overheating hazard. And yes, I do set my alarm every 2 hours to turn it back on. We have it covered with some blankets so it doesn't get too hot, and she also likes to snuggle up under them. Do not put food or water in with them. Obviously, the water is a fire hazard and they can choke on the food. That needs to be supervised, but we just keep it open and she can snuggle up under there however she feels comfortable. And wish us luck. We are really attached to this bird. My husband has been wonderful. We are treating her like a newborn baby and taking shifts every 2 hours to feed and check on her. And we're really tired. We're hoping that she is walking within the next week and can start to cohabitate with our other birds. But we'll see. She'll get better as she as it's meant to be. So, but I do believe she will be 100%. So, all right, thank you guys. Day 4 update.